All right, guys. So I have been missing in action for some months. There has been a lot that has happened in the months that I have disappeared from YouTube and pretty much all social media videos. However, I definitely want to give you guys an update. So, first and foremost, excuse the look. As you guys know, I do have a 9 to 5 that I have been working on since 8 o'clock this morning. So it's more of an 8 to 4:30. But I literally rolled out of bed and had to log in and do work. And I was so tired. I am still tired and I really need to be asleep. But I wanted to take a few moments and I just wanted to go through a couple things because I'm still kind of riding this business high. So, first and foremost, I want to thank everyone who has subscribed to the YouTube channel, who has followed us on Facebook, followed us on Instagram, who has left reviews on Google, who has visited the website, who's purchased, who's just came and looked. If you like, if you follow, if you share, whatever the case may be, I definitely want to thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because of you guys, I have some exciting news that I will go ahead and just talk about at the end of the video. But before we get there, I definitely want you guys to stop and take a moment. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe the video. If you're watching this on Facebook, make sure you tag a friend. If you're watching this on Instagram, feel free to go ahead and tag a friend and then make sure you go ahead and share those videos no matter what social media page you use. Even if you're on Twitter, we're not. We're going to get there. Haven't really mastered Twitter yet. Not even going to tell you a story, but we'll get there. Either way, make sure you like, follow, share, tag a friend. Small businesses, we thrive on word of mouth. And of course, to get that, we provide ultimate customer service, which of course you guys know that's what iWix Candles stands for. I work in customer service. So of course, we're going to give you that ultimate customer service experience that you're looking for. But again, we thrive on word of mouth. That's how we get along. That's how we get by. So it's very important that you guys share, tag. Keep liking those photos, keep liking those videos. I can't thank you enough. Even though you're not purchasing, you're still supporting a small business owner. And because of you guys liking and sharing and posting and purchasing and things like that, I'm able to afford doing all of this. I'm able to afford buying new supplies. I'm able to afford a lot of things. And the girls are able to go do random stuff that they want to do, like eat pizza 3 times in a week. Who does it? I don't know. They do. But either way, moving forward, again, I just wanted to say thank you in regards to that. So let's get into a few things that has happened since I have been away. So to be honest with you, I have moved and I've actually, in the process of moving, I've done about 3 videos that were supposed to be uploaded to YouTube and I never uploaded them. Don't really have a rhyme or reason why, just never did. My apologies. I was inconsistent with my content and that is on me. But like I was saying, I did move, so we are no longer in the dining room section of my apartment. The girls were nice enough to tell me that I could actually turn our third bedroom into an office. I think that had more to do with them wanting a three bunk bed, triple bunk bed thing, which I didn't even know existed until they found it on Overstock.com and showed it to me. First of all, let's just take a moment. If you've heard of a triple bunk bed, please comment below. I need to know when you first found out there was such thing as a triple bunk bed. And then let me blow your mind. There are bunk beds that have 4 beds. I kid you not. They asked for that because they were asking about having company. Your company's gonna have to share a bed with you. I'm not buying a 4-bed bunk bed. Who does that? Where are these 4 beds gonna go? I don't know. I don't think they knew, but they felt the need to tell me they wanted this. No, we're stopping at a triple bunk bed. But I digress, because that's not why we're here today. But like I was saying, yes, they were nice enough to let me turn the third bedroom into an office. So I work out of here a lot. A lot of you guys know with everything that's been going on with the world, with this pandemic and things like that, we are staying at home more and more. My job has probably permanently moved over to work at home. I hate it. I don't necessarily like it, but nevertheless, I do what I have to do. So I am here during my 8 to 4:30. I get off at 4:30 or later, and I go straight into iWick's candles. My kids have honestly gotten to the point where they're just like, "You never come out of your room." This is true. This is very, very true. But that's not an issue either. We're not even going to talk about that. Life is life. We work, we keep it moving. I actually love my job, so I'm not even going to complain that much. Moving on from there, actually touching on that, we're actually going to jump some months for this new news. I actually got a promotion at work. You are now looking at the new assistant manager of customer care for my company. Um, well, not my company, but the company that I work for. So I'm super happy about that. It's a new venture. It's a new chance for me to get new inspiration for new items to bring to you guys. There are definitely probably going to be more times than not where I will be lighting this bad boy. This could have been an email, but we're not going to talk about that. It's okay. There's a lot of things that even before I got this position that I felt could have been an email. There's a lot of things my family sends me, and I'm just like, this really could have been an email. You could have avoided calling me for this. But nevertheless, I enjoy every bit of it, so I'm super happy about that. Moving on from there, as far as moving, like I said, in my own office, with this being in my own office, I managed to kind of get some organization going on with with this office. Actually, because it was supposed to be a third bedroom, it has a closet. We actually converted the closet to have shelving units in it and everything. If I can get a photo and figure out how to attach it, then I will, so you guys can see the inside of the closet. It's really nothing special. If I don't do it this time, I'll make sure that I do it the next time. But I have shelving units in there so I can keep up with all the candles. I still have my wire rack, so I still have everything up there, but I'm actually just kind of in the process of still kind of revamping this entire office. Actually found out here recently that it's not going to be enough space for me, three girls, a business, working from home. So we've got to move again in May. Lucky me. Yeah, lucky me. But anyways, again, I digress. So I believe that that takes care of all of the personals. So let's go ahead and get into the business portion of it. And actually looking at this, I think that we're going to make this into a two-part video. So you definitely, definitely, definitely want to turn on those notifications for iWick's Candles, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. That way you can get notified when this next video gets posted, because I'm going to drop a lot of tidbits that I learned with doing an event that I just had for my official relaunch. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and talk about the process up until now. So you guys know that I launched in March of this year. And I actually launched at the beginning of the COVID-19 thing really coming out. And I was like, you know what? I still want to do this. I want to get out there. I want to get my business out there. Did great. We had our first official day. We launched. We did orders. We did awesome. I lost momentum, and I can't blame anybody but myself. So, and excuse me, because I'm seeing this hair, and I really wanted to not sit up. So yeah, there we go. But yes, we lost momentum because of my own laziness, guys. I got lazy. So I did something that is number one no when it comes to business, or at least in my book, it's my number one no. I saw the money, I got happy, I got distracted. My business did really, really good in that first week or so. I would even say that first month that I was open, because I consistently put my product out there. I consistently talked to my product. I consistently uploaded videos. I was in front of who I needed to be in front of for my business. And then I got lazy. Granted, life happened. I had a lot of things that changed in my life, but I got lazy. And there's no excuse for it. No matter what goes on in my life, I got lazy with my business. So there were months that I didn't see close to what I made that first month. Close. And mind you, that first month that I launched, I'm not talking about a full 30 days. I launched in the middle of March. So that last 2 weeks of March, I made enough money for my mind to be like, oh, we're doing good. You can chill. That's not true. You can't chill. Sorry, it is what it is. But with doing that, I also started, when I realized that I was kind of getting lazy, I started putting additional things out there. So if you guys follow me on social media and you've been watching the website and things like that, you probably remember when I first came out, I had cupcake tarts. Love those little things to death. That was a 3-day process because of how I made my cupcake tarts. And the fact that I have a 9 to 5 and I have kids and things like that, it turned into a 3-day process. Okay, that's way too much time and effort to be spending on an item that's 3 ounces. I was literally taking care of an ounce per day, um, per item. So it was just way too much time, and I was just like, okay, that's not gonna work. So I went on and made the decision that I was gonna actually pull those from my line. But if you guys also remember, at one point I introduced bath bombs into my line. That again, it didn't take nearly as much time to do, but they were so temperamental. Anybody who's ever made bath bombs, first of all, go ahead and jot down in the comments what your worst issue was. I can guarantee you the issue was one of two things. You had to get the consistency correct for them to stick together, or your testing phase took so long if you had colored bath bombs because you had to make sure it didn't stain the tub. Trust me, I have a blue ring, blue, in my sink from where I tested a bath bomb and I put way too much dye in it. Way too much. That testing phase for bath bombs took me alone about a month. It took about a month. Just gonna be honest with you. When I finally got them together, I was so happy. But then again, I was stretching myself too thin, especially for someone who had just started. So I also turned around and I released a new candle scent, which was the Clock Me Out candle, the lavender and chamomile scented candle. Lovely little candle. Love it to pieces. But at this point, I have now candles, I have mini melts, I have bath bombs, I have cupcake tarts, and then I turned around and introduced a new size for my candles. So now not only did I have the 6 ounce, I have the 9 ounce candles. Excuse me, at that time I had 5 ounce candles, sorry. 5 ounce and 9 ounce. I was stretched too thin for someone that had just started, and with everything else that I had going on in life, it was too much. So, what I decided to do, which is another reason why you guys have not heard from me, is I pulled all the way back, meaning I shut down. With this shutdown, I decided to realign my goals for iWiCS candles, and I have decided to take my business in a more serious nature. So, one of those things that I decided to do was actually legitimize my business. And I did this by making it into an LLC. I actually gave myself the birthday gift of an LLC. Some of you may know this, some of you may not. I think I published it on Facebook and Instagram when I did it, but I haven't really did a video about it. So that was a process within itself. If you want to see a video about the process of getting an LLC and any issues that I may have ran into or whatever the case may be, or even just what process kind of got me to getting an LLC period for my business, I am in no way a lawyer. I do not provide legal advice. But I can tell you what my experiences was as a small business owner doing this on my own, going through the process of getting an LLC. So if you want to see a video like that, drop some comments below and let me know. And if that's the case, I'll try to get a video uploaded within about the next 2 weeks or so. Or excuse me, I'll try to get a video recorded in about the next 2 weeks or so in regards to what that process was and kind of how that's continuing on right now. So just mini win about that. Taking one for the team there, did that. So I'm super glad and super happy. Moving on from the LLC, I decided to go ahead and realign my goals. And what I mean by that is when I first started iWeek's Candles, you guys know that wasn't my logo at all. That wasn't my motto. But I just decided that I wanted more. I wanted more from my business. And with that being said, I do hope to be able to move into a storefront of my own within the next 2 years. That's what I'm hoping for. So I've started working on a lot of things with finding business credit. There's a lot that goes into this with getting your business up and running. I have found that out. I thank the heavens that I have another small business owner as a friend that kind of walks me through a lot of stuff on her end. She's on the service side of business, but there's still a lot that I've learned from her. So I definitely want to thank her so much. You know who you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But just moving on from there, like I said, I do want to move into a storefront. I want to take my business to the next level. So I actually went and I redesigned my labels. I redesigned my jars. So you guys may have saw it earlier in the video when I held this jar up. If you guys notice, this is not the original jar. This is not even the original label. When I first did this, and actually give me 1 second because this is really, really bright and I want to make sure that you guys are able to see this. All right. So when I first started, my jars, of course, were smaller. They were cute jars. Don't get me wrong. They were cute. They were not the most sensible for what I wanted. I wasn't happy with my jars. I couldn't label my jars the way that I really wanted to. I never really wanted to do the tags, which is what you guys may remember seeing, or if you purchased before, that may be what you received as well. Also, with those, you were either getting that little plastic top, or I was at one point, I had even tried to shrink wrap my candles, which would not have been a problem except for it just looked bad. And I hate to use this word, but that's how it looked. It looked janky. And I wasn't happy. And if you're in business, you have to be happy with your product. Okay. And I'm going to turn this light back on. Okay. You have to be happy with your product. If you're not happy with your product, no one's going to buy it. Okay. They're not going to buy it if you're not happy with your product. So I had to become happy with what I was selling. And that started with my jars. My 9 ounce jars has not changed except for the labels. Like I said, I did redo my labels. I did them myself. Super happy about that. But happy with my labels. I'm happy with my jars. My jars are actually now 6 ounces instead of five. So you actually get a whole nother ounce now. So I'm really happy about that. But because of this, I can get back into loving my product. And because I can love my product, I can tell you guys about my product. And when I tell you this is a bestseller, I wish it was edible because it smells like peaches and just it smells really, really good. It smells really good. And actually, as we get ready to end this video, like I said, I'm going to do a part two to this because I definitely want to talk to you guys about the event that we had on Sunday, December 6th, for the official relaunch. But 1 second. But I definitely need to light this candle because I really do need to go to bed. I've got an early day, and it's been a long day. But I like this candle. This was a bestseller at the event, by the way. If you haven't gotten it, definitely you want to check it out. Right now, we have a special going on, 20% off the entire site. Didn't forget to tell you guys that. But yes, so this is kind of some video one. I had to fall back in love with my product. Once I fell back in love with my product, I was happy to get back into my kitchen, back into my office to start making things again because I was happy. I can promote this because I'm happy with it now. So also with realigning, so like I said, I've told you guys about the storefront. I told you guys about getting the labels redone, the jars redone, things like that. Now also with your smaller ones, instead of that little plastic top or instead of the shrink wrap. Again, I have apologies. I have no idea what I was thinking when I did that. But now each of the customer service candles come with a top that's a little simple top. There's nothing really to it, but it's a top that goes on your candles now. And trust me, with it being clothed, it makes the scent just pop out at you. I promise it does. You'll love it first time opening it. But I digress. I'm super happy about it. But yes, they come with the 6 ounce and the 9 ounce candles. But I got rid of the hazelnut coffee scent as well. Mostly because you ever have that moment where you have something in your mind, but when you put pen to paper, it doesn't work out like that. And that's kind of what happened with the hazelnut coffee scent. I liked it. I had a lot of people that liked it, but it just wasn't giving me what I wanted. I wanted more coffee than hazelnut, and it smelled more like cake to me. And I changed a couple different scents, and each one just smelled super night and day. I had one that smelled like burnt coffee. I had one that smelled like, I don't know, some type of candy. I don't know, but it was horrible. I was like, okay, so I clearly can't find what it is that I want. I wanted Folgers in your cup in the morning with some French vanilla sprinkled in, maybe hazelnut coffee type deal. That's what I wanted, and I wasn't getting it. It's probably because my job had me spoiled. We had a coffee bar, and I used to get my little hazelnut creamer. And yeah, anyways, but I wasn't getting what I wanted, so I just went on and got rid of that scent completely. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video because there is a couple things that I need to do. I just realized it. There's a couple things that I need to do before I go to bed, and I'm tired. But as always, I am still going to leave this video with a customer service tip. So here is my tip for you guys for customer service. I think the biggest thing that I can tell you right now is to always put your best foot forward. If you don't want it, no one else is going to want it for you. Quick backstory, kind of touching back on the promotion that I got. When I interviewed for this job in June of 2018, I sat down with two assistant managers at the time. And I'll never forget, it was the easiest interview that I think I've ever done for a job that I really wanted. When I had this interview with these two ladies, love them to death now, I actually told them in the interview that I want to do whatever it is that I can to be where you are. Of course, everyone laughed. You giggle, whatever, case may be, cool. I got hired. Same day I was actually, kid you not, I was on my way home to get ready to turn around and go to another interview. They called me about 10 minutes from the house and let me know that I got the job. Cool. So I was supposed to start on June 25th of 2018. So with starting that company, I actually went into it full force. I love customer service. I made sure I let them know that in the interview. I made sure that I let them know that I wanted to be in their position. I gave you all the information that you needed to know. This is not just some random interview that I do, like a lot of people, which not knocking anybody. You have to do what you have to do and say what you have to say to get that job. I get it. But I truly do mean it when I say that I love customer service and that I want to be where you are. Because right now, you're in a position that I want to do. So what I learned early on is if you're doing what I want to do, let me follow you. The best way to get there is to follow in your steps, learn from you, learn directly under you. So literally daily, I showed them that I wanted it. I went for it. Hey, we have a opportunity. Cool. I want it. Let me sign up for it. Can I volunteer for it? Whatever it is that you need me to do, call on me. I'll do it. Some people call it kissing butt. Some people call it teacher's pet. I don't care what you call it. It got me a promotion. Okay. So for those of you guys who know me personally, you know that within a short time frame, I did extremely well with this job. And I actually kind of dug in with this job more than I have ever in life. I had an awesome management team behind me every step of the way. I went from a phone agent to a chat agent very quickly, from a chat agent to my first official promotion into another department called customer relations. I did that for a while, and then I actually started helping with onboarding and new hires and things like that, and with training classes. And boom, I haven't even been with the company a full 2 years yet. It won't be, excuse me, 2.5 years. It won't be 2.5 years until December 25th. I haven't been with them for a full 2.5 years. And I have gotten that promotion to the assistant manager of this department. And I don't know about anybody else, but that's a great, great, great accomplishment for me. And I was so, so blessed to be able to get it. But it comes from wanting, it comes from being hungry. You have to have that drive. If you don't have it, your managers aren't going to have it for you. Their managers aren't going to have it for you. It's so easy to become complacent. Don't get complacent, okay? If you want something, go for it. Whether that's in your 9 to 5, whether that's in your business, whether that's in your home, your finances, whatever the case may be, go for it. Have that drive. That is my customer service tip for the week. Again, I'm Angie. This is iWix Candles. I'll be back to video number 2 very soon to go over everything that happened at this event and give you guys some tips. If you have any specific questions regarding the event, drop them below, and I'll definitely try to make sure that we get those answered in the next video. Hopefully, we can get this video up and going within the next couple of days. I still have a couple things to do, but hopefully I can get this edited, get it uploaded, and we're good to go. But again, it has been a joy talking to you guys today, catching you up on everything that's going on. That's my best friend calling me now, so I was supposed to call her back like 5 minutes ago about the event and the raffle from the event. So I am heading out. Again, make sure you like, subscribe, follow, all of that other good stuff. Share, tag, like the page, comment on the photos and the videos and things like that. Again, we thrive on word of mouth. If you bought a candle from us, leave those reviews, guys. Leave them and you'll get 15% off your next order. I promise you I'll get that sent out. If you have not signed up for our email list, check out the link below and go ahead and sign up for that email list, guys. I'm always sending out nice stuff. I'm always sending out just like little fun discounts and things and sales that we have going on. And then you'll also be able to catch up with us on the next event. But for now, it is now 7 o'clock and I am getting out of here. Bye, guys.